somebody need to bring you a Sharpie, right? Oh,
Yeah, it's a trick to this, gotta make sure everybody get to page 62. Yeah, it's a trick.
Mama. Almost Pie Jones. That's what I'm gonna call you, Mama. Almost Pie Jones. Because I don't have nothing planned for Christmas Day besides coming to your house early in the morning.
But you better, cause that's when all the good breakfast gonna be delicious. Not that it's gonna be any
It might
bad.
be that Sunday night you mess around with my favorite
But
piece
then,
of the
come
couch.
on, bring it. I had to go out and go buy a bunch of
Does a pap train go over there? Anywhere that way?
road beds, huh?
A pap train? Does any of those pap trains go towards you?
Yeah, yeah. If you come out towards my new, well, I'll find out which one is close to me, and then we just run over the beach. That's all.
I'll take it to. Alright, what's your Instagram again?
The real Mama Jones.
Thank you.
So everybody got little toes?
Thank you.
Yeah, but this is what you call for Christmas, for the new year, maybe a prosper, a blessed, and I mean a lovely one for all of us. May no troubles come our way, and if so, God, you handle it. Amen.
Cheers.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
That's right, man. And Happy New Year. Anyway, y'all gonna get a kick out of this. I made 2 books in one.
Let me grab my copy right here. Okay.
And I want you to know that put it on page 62. Everybody, I got me to put it in 62 so this way they know. This is it says Why Men and Women Cheat. That's the first book, and the second book says How Men and Women Cheat. Now, to the trick to this whole thing, that everybody would love it, and plus, I didn't make it long, because everybody's span is not. Listen, the only reason why I know, because my span is not there. But, anyway, so, my book also have a glossary. But one thing I have to say, how you know when you get into the second book, when you get to page 62, because that ends the first book. But it says, reverse this book, time.
How about mine? Mine. And we have so much to talk about. So while Mama's getting her mic ready, we talking about everything.
Yes,
love, health.
But
They're gonna get a kick out of it.
Yes.
I have
and
my
I
first.
forgot the other books, which is the Love and Romance I was telling her about. I said, oh my God. But that's because I've been actually doing this one. But when you get to page 62, and I said also too has a glossary. The glossary tells you what a pum pum is, which is a person, what menage a trois is, and all that kind of good stuff, which is a threesome. But the best part about it says reverse this book, time to hit it from the back. So when you're hitting it from the back, you read the book from the back, and you turn the pages. Now, if you want to go from the back while you're reading it, that's just your preference. But you read it from the back, the pages go backwards. So that's how you know. But when you get to page 62, you'll know because right there it stops. And that's when it tells you how men and women cheat. But the funny part about it, you got the glossary, which is good, and like, you know what I'm saying, like different things. It says a fuck boy, which is a childish man, you know. Well, listen,
They're gonna have to get it.
Yeah, you have to get this because you're really gonna love it. You know, all kinds of stuff. A homie, a friend, or a companion. I did some nice things, some good things for me. I'd say for a glossary. And trust me, these are my words. Except the ghostwriter, she took a lot of the cursing. I'm too much of a cursor. Now, all my kids and everybody, they know not to curse, but I am a cursor. I don't know why, and I'm trying to be good now. But
remember, I told you guys before we started, I said this is going to be a transparent conversation. So if you wear your heart on your sleeve, you may not want to be here. But we're so happy to have you guys here, and it's a privilege. I love Mama. Like, who doesn't love Mama Jones, right? But we have a special relationship. She has never said no. And to be here today and be with us, you know, it is an honor because she's a woman she's humble. She has, you know, a genuine story and a testimony.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's important for us to have these dialogues, especially, people within our community and people that look like us, because love and health, your mind, your body, and your spirit all ties in. And relationships could hinder those things.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter at what age, they play a significant, influence on your body and on your health. So this book right here, I mean, remember, I think a couple of months ago, someone, was it Larry who said, well, you giving out the codes to,
And it wasn't so much of the code. The codes I was giving out was y'all to understand who, how, and who is cheating. And like my son was like, Mom,
yeah, Jimmy.
I said, you ain't right. I said, well, it's not just only on the men, but there's on the women too. I said, enough is enough, because a lot of cheating have led it to death.
Yes.
Okay, getting your ass beat. It's not about a joke. Either way, men or women. So to save you all the trouble, I just gave you little signs. Your man or your woman is working, all of a sudden working overnight.
Yes.
Every night at work, no. And then when it goes straight to go take a bath, babe, I'm coming right, let me just take a bath. No.
Yes.
Let me smell the pum pum. Let me smell that. Okay. But that's okay. So with the book also too, that's one way of saying how. But then when it says why, some of the reasons when they give why, it's like most dumbest reason. Today is the dumbest reason. Back then, it might have seemed like it, but still you're wrong, because you're dealing with this man because he got money. And this man you're dealing because he got a package. But the one that got the money ain't got the package, too short. So, but now, today, or like if a woman, like a guy said, oh yeah, I love her, and stuff, but, and she got the money, she take care of me, but I feel like I'm drowning, because the hole is too big, or the man's penis is too short. So, for the men's penis, they got things that stretches it now today, or you can cap it over with something else. I don't want to hear nothing about cheating.
Well,
anymore.
let's talk about that, Mama.
That's right.
Let's talk about that, because you're a woman that is not afraid to say what's on your mind. You are beautiful, rightfully so, mind, body, and soul. She's gorgeous, isn't she?
That's thank you. And all of us black people are gorgeous.
Yes,
God created us with the most perfect melon skin.
So period on that with the T, right? So what inspired you to write this book? Was it something that happened to you in the past? You don't have to go into detail, but what inspired it? Is it here? Okay, because I have a testimony too. But tell us what inspired you.
And because it happened to me. Then it happened to a lot of my girlfriends or good male friends. So I was able to actually say, well, let me put all these stories together here, okay, and that give people also to. These are the reason why they say they're cheating, that's no reason no more. Just like I was saying, like the men, you could go buy stuff and put on, let it grow the whole night, keep it hard, you can take the pills, all kinds of shit going for them, okay? For us women, you can go to the doctor now, you can get it stitched up, okay? You can go buy the Chinese oil that damn near make you look like you got a baby pum pum already again, so.
With all these things happening, right, we all strive, right, for these relationships. Do you think that, and in your first book, I've read that book 3-4 times.
I love
it.
But I'm so good about
I love
that's why I'm
this.
so mad, because the Love and Romance was my first book, and that's all about the love and romance. And then we go into this, because everything seems so perfect and so good and everything, and sometimes a woman or a man is deceived, and they think everything's perfect until sooner or later, what's in the dark comes to the light.
So
and it's hurtful.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That's where I was going. That book also is very transparent. Just like this one, obviously, and it goes into the topics of love and what you should stay away from. And yes, most of the time we think everything is perfect, but by the show of hands, the ladies in the room. Guys, we'll get to you guys next, but the ladies in the room first. Like Mama said, it goes from all of a sudden you get in the shower to the text messages become so
right.
frequently, and your
Yeah.
face is drawn on the
Like
phone.
you're always walking around like this.
Yeah.
Oh, but babe, who's that? Oh, nobody. It's one of my girlfriends. You know, if you're trying to do casual, no, it ain't one of your girlfriends. It's the man or whoever it is that you're seeing or cheating on. I hate it because I feel like there's no reason to cheat if you cannot be bothered with him, because there's too many things to correct the body parts, and then there's too much ways to correct ways, learning how to communicate. Because the first thing I feel like that's in any
Communication.
relationship, you have to be friends first. Because when you be friends, that means you'll get to tell each other a lot of things. You get to, you know,
that's right.
especially if you know that you're going to really deal with each other. So you speak about the family, you speak about yourself, your own family. And I mean, it's a beautiful thing when you actually become friends first, because out of all my marriages and any of my little side thing that I ever had off of not being married, I'm able to be friends. Like when I have my parties and stuff, and my kids and know they be like, "Mommy, you know, you just too much." I have all my ex-husbands there, even the one that I'm dealing with right now, because I'm actually friends with them.
Yeah.
I end up with. I don't want to be the next statistic being in an alley, chopped up, killed someplace, or you know, because people fail to realize love hurts, especially when you're hurting when you find out that you're cheating. Now, love is not supposed to hurt, but for some reason, when it comes for that cheating stuff, that's a hurting feeling. So my thing about it is that just don't cheat. If you feel like you can't make it, then fine. If you can't communicate and talk about it, well, babe, you know what? Things is just not right. I don't know, for some reason, things look like they're getting short down there between the legs. Or, oh, babe, you know, things is too much. I feel like I'm going swimming a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Be honest. I'd rather be honest to me than for me to have to lose it, especially if you're a good person, a good man, how's there you go. You know, also too, where's saying you want to be with this person because you know he got money, you know, and then you make it into a relationship. Now that's a dangerous, very dangerous. I feel like this. No, if it's about the money, then you know, hey, can you help me out or something? But don't get yourself too involved with them. You know, making him think that it's all about him, and it's all about his money.
And it's exactly what you're going for, right?
Yeah.
So.
And then when it's time to get some pom pom,
He can't get none.
Or she trying to get some dick and she can't get no. It ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't fair.
So can you agree that the biggest issue here is transparency, is the lack of friendship and the lack of being honest, right? Communication.
Just boils down to it.
Communicating about what you want, because eventually, right, your mask is gonna fall off,
Yeah.
and your true self is gonna be revealed.
'Cause what's in the dark
Comes out to
comes
light.
to the light.
So let me ask you, Mama, regarding love, you know, let's say many of us probably in this room, because we're people, you know, of age over 20, have experienced some heartbreak, and we were able to figure things out, maybe not sooner because we didn't have your book, and now we have it. But what happens after? What would your advice be to someone who's heartbroken and now is trying to move on? What do you think they should do?
Well, I'm be honest, but I know with me being heartbroken, my best thing to me, and I tell it to anybody else too. I know it's kind of crazy. When I got heartbroken on my second husband, and I woke up and I thought that I got robbed. So he was acting like a little bitch. Like, now, you know, we do things like that. You know, we pack things out sneakily and all this kind of stuff like that, you know. And I was mad. I was like, so you didn't have to do that. You could have asked, you know. I mean, don't think because I'm with my son or that's my son that everything's peachy cream. No, I'm this is my stuff. I bought this stuff. You know, it's mine. But for you to just say you're taking, and I wake up, I'm thinking I'm getting robbed. Come on now. I know you want to leave. You want to go start talking about no. You know, I'll do the weekends with you. Come on the weekends, you know, because you know, because it's hard leaving from here to go to New York, and you know exactly who I am because I know you probably one of your kids or somebody tell you on YouTube, and then turn around. That's not exactly what it is, you know. So my thing about it, I was hurt behind that, but baby, when I finish up in that house, I redid I repainted everything, took out everything, all the furniture, anything that I could think that could remind me of him. You know, because I was really hurt. The furniture that we bought together, everything I did, everybody in my family was like, girl, what else you giving up? One got a beautiful mirror set bedroom, a beautiful bed behind living room set, the dining room set. Girl, I went crazy, but it made me feel good. And then after that, non-stop. That's how I got to wear many hats, because I do not want to feel the pain. So by the time I get home, I am so tired and done. Take my bath, eat my food, or if I have to be home ahead of time to cook for the kids, you know, I'm still being busy. You know what I'm saying? And then now it's even better because I have my own gummies. It's called night.
This is what you call heartbreak turns into blessings, right?
Yes.
So I gotta get that around of applause because I don't know about you guys. I've experienced, you know, a heartbreak one time or two, and people would say, well, you're educated, and you're beautiful, and you're nice.
Well,
and that has nothing to do with it, right?
Heart.
Your heart is something that we definitely have to take care of. So for me, you know, well, women in the room, men too, probably, you become like you start to see the what's happening, the changes in the relationship.
That was the most beautiful part about it.
That's the beauty.
The timing. Your favorite food that you eat now? No, oh no, babe, no, I'm not hungry. So whatever you was at, that means you ate. Okay, your timing is like whereas instead of you being in this time, or you saying that, oh, I'm getting ready to go hang out with Joe or whoever it is, and then you don't come back in. I started, boy, baby. It's like you come back in, and now you know exactly who you are. And then you start coming in about 6, 7 o'clock, talking about you was hanging with the fellas. I mean, what can you and your fellas possibly do that one? And you can't tell me you was at the strip club, because the strip club closed at about 4, 5 o'clock. So what happened?
What did Whitney Houston say? The great late Whitney Houston. You claimed 4 of y'all went out to eat, but I found your credit card receipt and only two of you ate. So
Yes.
4 of y'all went out to eat, but only 2 of you have dinner. I found your credit card receipt.
Yes.
So y'all must be a group of cheap people, right? So that's part of cheating, right? When you start seeing little things that happen.
Yes.
So I want to get a question from one of the fellas in the audience because they kind of mute right now.
Where they at?
We got a couple of fellas here, and we see the ladies are laughing, and the guys are just smirking, sitting straight up, you know.
It's not just only about us too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm speaking about you. It ain't only just about you. I'm speaking on us too. So you know, I'm doing an equal change.
And it happens because men get cheated on all the time. And what I find that is sometimes when you find a man that has done everything for a woman, from supporting her to investing in her to pouring into her, and then she cheats or doesn't appreciate it.
Then all of a sudden she decides that she's just gonna leave. What kind of cockamamie stuff?
And then what happens to that guy? So now, for men, and you know, speaking from a mom that has a son, men start to say, well, I don't know if I could do the same thing for someone else. And then for us women, for whatever reason, maybe our build up, we are more open to healing quicker and allowing love back into our life. But for men, they juggle with that because it's like, Renee broke my heart, so I don't know what Tasha about to do next. So I need to guard it. So what advice can you give to them?
Yeah, and that's another thing too. I feel like when people do break up or anything like that, I feel that if you know that you're not fully healed or just about healed, don't get into another relationship because that person pays for the relationship that you just came out. And it's not fair to
We in
person.
church today. We in church.
It's not fair to you know, that hurts me a lot when I see relationships like that, you know, and when people be telling me about it, I say, well, you good, because I'll be walking away. Yeah, I walk away, whatever house story go, whatever it is that they might have gave to me, whatever to. Let me tell you something, my husband and them didn't know what to do with themselves because I was a done deal, you know, I I can't. It's like how you just gonna just heal and they see me next time I'm smiling, joking. They see me on TV or something. I'm just as rosy. I don't know if maybe they want to break me down or what, but I didn't do nothing to you. Okay, if there's anything I did, my men is treated like kings. And I'm gonna be honest about it, because you walk in my door, he walk in my door, he think that he's on the beach. Next time he walk in the door, he might think he's at a picnic area. I get very creative because I don't want him to be saying he's bored and there's any reason for you to go out and cheat. So far they have that part, and just had the part of where them thinking me cheated. Nigga, I'm working. I'm trying to make sure that and the thing about it too, I let them know I don't have no reason to cheat. When I know that I'm finished, I thought I was gonna die. But when I was telling my first husband, I said, listen, I can't do this no more. Okay, I said, I'm not in love with you. I love what you did for me. You gave me a beautiful kid and everything, but before I even call myself going out to cheat on you or anything, it's time for us to part. I said, because I want to see other people. I don't know why, but it's just there. But I'd rather be honest with you. I thought he's going to kill me. It was a big thing. But anyway, so I said, you get mad with me, so damn I do, damn I don't, because I'm being straight up honest. Because I don't want to walk down the street with the next person and then all of a sudden I see you, whether it's now or never. You understand me? Because then that's a problem. So I'd rather just say, let me just, I want to go, I want to explore, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't take it too well, but that's how I am. I'd rather be honest with you and tell you, time for me to move on. And maybe some people take it a little too hard, or that's how they end up cheating, or they'll leave and just say they're leaving because of make up some kind of calculated excuse so they can be with somebody. Don't do that. So far it wasn't that in that case for me. I just needed to get my freedom. I'm not like that type of animal. I can't be caged. I gotta be wild and free and everything, But,
and you know what, Mama? Everything you saying, I'm just saying, I'm soaking it all up. I'm sure everyone in the audience too, because that's some real gems. It takes a lot to tell someone, I no longer want this, especially when you've been with someone for so long. And I feel like at times for us women too, when it's the opposite and it's the men saying, I don't want this anymore, I no longer want this, we tend to continue to hold on. And we want to hold on to something that's no longer there. And then that also, like you said, creates the cheating. Because it's like, how many which ways can I tell you that I'm over this?
And you don't have no pity. Because if you have pity, that's how you end up staying with them, but then you're still cheating. So then it's still not right. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to walk, just go ahead and walk. Well, I had to run. But anyway, I told the truth. And then next thing you know, it was like I thought I was going to die. I said, but what do you want from me? I'd rather be honest and truthful with you than for you to find out from Tom, Dick, or Harry that I'm out there being by myself, but I'm not seeing somebody else. Or I don't want to do that. So I tell you, and then I still get the bad stick, the end of the stick. Now, that ain't fair. That's not right. But at the same time, you was damn near, you was cheating almost all the time. And the thing about it is that, as women, we have tuitions. So, and then I'm telling you about it, but you're telling me no. But then when I finally get to get that evidence, because I really, truly, I feel it, I know it. And you're telling me no, this and that, but you fail to realize I'm checking out your time, and I told him plainly, I said, I just want you to know your timing, coming home, the change of where it's not eating, like you're supposed to. I started naming to him different things. I said, so who is it? Who is she?
Did he call you crazy?
Yeah. I said, if you want to go ahead with her, because I'm giving you my blessings, because I don't want to be caught up in it. I don't want nobody knocking at my door. And
I guess everyone in here has been called crazy at some point, right? Because you're always crazy when you start to know when you're cheating. And who you're cheating with.
Down to men too.
Down to men too. Can we get one of the men in here to say something? Naquan, yes.
My name is Arnold. I'm only 21 years old, but everything that you've been saying has been relatable. And my question is, what do you do when you feel like say if you was talking to somebody, and at first their family told them not to speak to you because your family past history, but then now y'all started talking and their family's more invested into a relationship than they are.
Romeo and Juliet.
Say it again, Pop.
Say if you was trying to talk to somebody and their family told them not to speak to you because of your family's like history, and then you end up start talking anyway, and then like their family's more invested into your situation than them.
But then you know what, then it's up to that person. That person have to be the strong one and say, listen, this is who I'm gonna be with. And you have to stop the shenanigans. And listen, I didn't have a problem telling my family that. Okay, when they was telling me, I said, listen, I'm gonna have to find out sooner or later. Okay, but the thing about it is that don't, and let her know, don't let the family, family, baby, is the worst to get into it. Yes. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be in love and do what you wanna do, let it be you and them, you know. Unless it's really something bad that you know that they giving you like heads up, you know, maybe for you just to be on your P's and Q's, but for years for you to say you're gonna stop everything just because they said that, no. There's nothing wrong with somebody saying, well, you know, it's family, you know, so and so, it's not right, you know, he goes around killing, this one going around raping, but I get it, but for her to say that she's gonna stop because of that or because what their family say, it ain't right. Because then that means she might be missing out on something great. Not me. My family too nosy. I be telling you, I need to mind your business. I don't be up in their stuff. I don't be up in their stuff at all. They be all up in my stuff. And half the time I tell them, this is who I'm gonna be with. Oh my God, my mother's like, Mom. Now, when your mother tell you something,
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
You know, because my mother did tell me about for my second marriage. But the thing about it is that I was hard-headed, young, you know, calling myself supposed to be in love at the time. But she told me, she says, I feel it and I see this is not going to be good, you know. And, you know, she kept on telling me, she, you know, and it was like, it started getting to like this kind of fear situation. And everything that she was saying to me did come to pass, but then afterwards, I opened my eyes up and learned that, you know, I have to go.
Wow.
Fortunately, it was a little too late. My mother had passed before she could see that I really separate from me, you know, because she was really scared for me, you know, thinking that somewhere along the line, she says, oh my God, if you don't leave him, you're gonna die. He never called herself beat me or anything like. Especially when one time when he tried to threaten me, that was it for his ass. But
That's a lot,
you know who it is. He got his own taste, but. Otherwise, like your family, like your mother and stuff, 2 to 1, yes. You know, because I don't think a lot of mothers out here are being malicious, you know, to try to break up their kids and or whoever it is. You know, it's just a feeling. You know, it's not that she's telling you to stop. It's like me. I tell my kids and tell my son, you know, even with him with Chrissy and stuff like, you know, how should it go. And, you know, they still are together and stuff like that. But what I said is what I said. Okay, but you know what? And I'm not gonna stop you. You have to be able to find things out and learn on your own. But I'm not here to stop you. Now, if I know for a fact that shit ain't right and I know it, oh, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop somebody. And even like with my daughters, them the same thing too. And I have one daughter that she don't get it, but she started to get it. You know, you have this man and he's controlling. Okay, and you know which daughter I'm talking about too. But anyway, he's very controlling. Okay, you try to act like he's not, but he is. Okay, and I'm not the only one that see it. Everybody else within the family and everybody else that sees it. But I said, and I even said to them, I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. You know, I just put it in God's hand. You know, anything go wrong, anything step wrong, that's a whole different story. Because you know how us mothers protect our cubs. But I gave you a warning. So if you don't want to see it, then that's it. That's on you, huh?
First, let's give our Mama Jones a round of applause for this. Like, this is not only like, you know, information that's in her book. This is her life. This is her testimony, right? And our testimonies are built on our journeys.
Yes.
And it takes a lot of courage for many people to be so transparent with their life, especially when you're in the limelight and so many people are judging you and they see you on TV and they know this and they know that. But to own it, to own your walk is so incredible. It demonstrates, you know, the warrior of a woman that you are, and to put this material together and say, I'm sharing this to the masses, and it's not biased, right? It's for men as well. And we're saying this is information, and just hearing you talk about, you know, your daughter and your personal life and things that are happening. There's somebody in this room, and they can say yes or they can say no, that they could relate, right? And in relating these situations, you find the same topic about love.
Yes.
And love should not hurt, and it does cause a lot of health issues, both mental, physical. You start to feel like you're losing yourself. Yes.
And people don't believe it. You know, when you're hurting and paining, or when you're stressing and stuff, that what happens, that brings some type of illness that you wouldn't even expect. Cancer, all kinds of different crazy, you know, sickness that you'd be like, well, how the world did I get it? But at the same time, you're stressing, you know, and stress is number one killer. Okay, no matter what, how you still, you know, that's why, you know, breaking up and leaving my minister, I said, oh no, I had to, that's it, get up, paint the walls, throw away the furniture, but, you know, give it to my family or a house or whatever it is, get brand new stuff, feel good about yourself, because every time I came in the house, or every time I laid in the bed, I start to cry, get upset. Good, I lay in my bed and I turn
You enjoy it.
I do all kinds of stuff. I feel so good.
I love it.
Because I come in, it's not
the energy.
Yeah, the energy. Everything is
so good.
Beautiful.
Oh goodness.
You know, and
I
that's how
can relate.
people understand. And I know that for a fact. That's why I said I had to get myself together, because I didn't want to stress, lose my mind, trying to figure out why or this and that. You know, it is what it is. You know, sooner or later God reveals it, and He did. You know, which was.
And now you did. And now you did. Does anyone? I'm pretty sure there's questions in the audience, right? I want to get one of the fellas to ask a question first. Because I know the women in the room, as they listening to you, they're not shy.
No.
And them questions is like rolling off the top of their mind and waiting to roll off out the tongue. But we want to hear, you know, for the fellas, and I appreciate you for sharing, you know, because it takes a lot and to ask these questions. We got one over here. Our second fella to stand up and ask a question.
Hey, Mama Joe. Good to see you again. It's been 4 years. It's been 4 years, yeah. My name is Jay, and outside of your book, I want to know, what is your or reasoning, or why do you think people cheat? Is it the hunger for more? Is it uncertainty in oneself? Like, why do you think people cheat?
I explained in the book, you know, the cheating that I can't give you why I think. I only can tell you what they think. Because me per se, I tell everybody, don't cheat. You know, so I can tell you why they claim that this is why they cheating, or how they go. And I never knew, but you know, some people gets a kick and a thrill out of cheating. And it's sad, because I've seen it with my own eyes, and getting his ass beat from about 6-7 women. You know, you don't think sooner or later somebody is gonna be a dominant effect. They're gonna meet each other, how it's gonna go. But me per se, I only can tell you why they tell me what they think, and I tell you, it's not worth it. You know, now today, back then, it might have been a little excuse. Oh yeah, girl, because the girl, I couldn't take it no more, and it wasn't reaching the walls, and it wasn't hitting shit right, and all kinds of stuff. But today, nah, there's too much shit going on out here to make shit hit the wall and do shit right. Same likewise with the women, you know, because sometimes the men feel like, damn, I just sunked right in. Damn it, we can hook that shit up in this little stitch or two, or get the Chinese oil and suck it up the way the thing is all rolled around the boom boom. But no, I ain't got time for that. I don't want to even hear why you cheat. There's no need. If you gotta cheat, just leave.
You know, Mama, you said you said it now, you said it earlier, right? Like back then. So I come from the era of the pagers. Most of us, right? The pagers, right? And before the cell phones or people had access to so many ways to communicate, right? So when your person, and we're going back a little back, when your person was cheating or something, a lot of it was dimmed down. The lights were dim because it was really not a lot of ways to determine that, unless as a woman or as a man, you use that intuition. And that intuition would tell you, well, wait, Roger normally come inside at 5 o'clock. His food is warm by 4:50, 4:55. Roger ain't here, and it's 5:15. And then Roger had to explain what happened. But now, it's easier than before, right? Because even if your intuition is not on it like this, you got social media, you got text messages, you got...
A lot of people got caught out there from that social media.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, just tell me about it. I told him about it. Okay, you're supposed to be aware, and you're over aware. At the partying about with the woman all wrapped around you. Oh yeah.
And how about and people love going on live? Like, I'm sure there's a couple cameras here on live. Mine's, I can't even find my phone right now, but you go on live and you tell me you working, but you on live. This is my phone?
Read it.
What did it say? A lot of men walk away because y'all women was too busy finding faults in them while they was too busy overlooking yours.
That's another one too. Okay.
I mean, so are you telling us what to talk about?
It works both ways. You know, it works both ways. Everybody has a fault. Everybody has a reason why now that's another one. So it's okay if you go out there and cheat though. Okay, because we have faults and we won't speak about our faults. That's where I say communication. That's where I said become friends first. Before you can. So that one there, they wasn't doing nothing by saying that.
Exactly. He stood up. He wanted to make a point with that, right? D, all right, D, we get you. Michelle, you got the orange juice? I think that's a candy. Oh, it looked like juice.
That's why I said we're the orange juice. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So everybody's trying to find that little niche.
Yeah.
A violent niche to say it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not. I don't care what it is in this world. It's not. If that's the case, walk away.
And we get so hard on ourselves because we start to think, well, what don't I have that he or she may have? And then you start to do a lot of reflecting, but it's not you, so you can't allow somebody's behavior. Yes, I got you. Thank you. Somebody's behavior to reflect on how we see ourselves, right? Because that's something you wanted to do. It don't got nothing to do with me. And we see that every day. We see it now with the news is everywhere. Couples that you would say, oh my God, these favorite couples. I've never believed in that. I've never was one that idolized another person's relationship. I would say, well, that's nice, but I wouldn't idolize. But these relationships that many people do idolize, we're seeing right in front of us that they're gone. They're gone.
Puffy's one of them.
Right. Puffy is.
He's good. I'm sorry, Puffy. But it is true. He done damage all the way around. It's sad. And, I don't even want to get on his case because he's just fucked all the way around. But and it's not surprising because even like I told Watson, I said I always felt something wrong about this man. And like I told him when I met, I said, no disrespect, I can't fuck with you. He said, but you're the mama, you're Jim's mom. I said, yep, and I'm Jim's mom. But I don't.
His spirit,
everything, and then that's another thing too. Some people that you meet, that you deal with, in the beginning, everything's all nice and lovely, and then all of a sudden, and this is why I say, you gotta be friends before you get
lovers.
Yeah, before
Who said that?
Because
Cheers,
girl,
that's right.
You are so right, girl. Look at here. You tell me, oh, that's I mean, you don't even know nothing really about his past, or, anything at all. But you all in love, and this man supposed to love you. And then next thing you know, you give it like a couple of months or two, bust you a slap somewhere, or yelling and screaming in public or whatever. No.
We have a question here, Mama.
Yes.
I have a question. So looking at the audience, I see a group of outstanding men here. So one of the things that we don't often speak about is what do we do when we are doing all the right things? We are friends, we are lovers. Well, then all of a sudden, it goes off the rails. How do we deal with that?
Well, then that means somewhere along the line you missed something, because if you become friends, when you become friends, you start to get to tell everything, because that's with me, with my husband, my men, how stir. That's why it's so easy, like, whereas when they do leave me, how stir going, like, I gather myself together, now I'm able to just take this and don't just want to get myself together, and I'm back to myself, because just making sure I get all the ins and outs. Now, I know my last husband, and I knew it was coming, okay, I didn't know when. This last one here, it all was because of his kids. Now, meanwhile, we was like the Brady Bunch. He had his kids, and I had my kids. And when we came together, I'm that type of person. You're all yours, because if I love you, I love them too. But when it got to the point of why you leaving me, and it's because of me telling you that your child is 28 years old, now you know who I'm talking about. 28 years old, and it was time for her to leave, because we turned 50, and my last child that was there, my child, when I said when she turned 18, she goes to college, everybody got to be out here, because me and him, it's time for us to live our life, and now we turned 50. But then you took it to a whole different level, because you got upset when I told her it was time to leave. Take your little black cat with you too. And he got mad and upset, and the mother and everybody else. I said, no, y'all already know how I am. I said what I said, and I meant what I meant. I want now me and you. I want me. Go ahead, Mama.
I love that. I said what I
wanted-
said.
This is more of a statement. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Mika. I came all the way from Long Island to come see you. I follow you on Instagram. I just love you.
I gotta follow you back, Chuck, girlfriend.
Miss Envy me. You do.
I do follow
Yes. Because I have a daughter that's in the military right now. She was on the FaceTime watching. She's in Israel, and she's my only child. She's 23, and she's fighting for this country, and it's a little scary because everything that's happening in the world.
Yes.
I want to say that you remind me so much of my mother. And what I went through as a young kid, my grandmother, we're a big family that come from Brooklyn. My grandmother had 25 kids. Most of them came out 4 and 3 and 2 at a time. And that time of when my grandmother stated how the families was together.
Yes.
We as young mothers, I'm only 42, gonna be 43 in February. I still consider young. It's different how you guys came up. You believe in certain things.
Yes.
We as parents at our age are trying to guide our kids to be better people. Don't make the mistakes we make. But it just seems like they're mad at us. And I hear this a lot. Say, well, you did it. You did it. But I don't want you to do what I done.
That's what I told my kids. And I said, do not, and I mean, do not follow my
Listen to
footsteps.
that when my mother said that. Don't do what I do. You understand? And I try to do the same thing for my daughter. Don't do what I do.
Yeah.
Or don't, go that lane.
Yeah.
Be better. Always be better.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it's a 2000 generation. I don't know what's happening.
But in the Bible, it does speak on how our kids are going to be wise, but they're going to be so dumb and stupid. Okay, and it's sad because my youngest one, it just gets to me, she just made 30, or how so forget it now. But anyway, that how they all know, but she was my rebel. She was my rebel and my son. My son is the oldest and she's the youngest. So those are my 2 rebels. The ones in between, oh Lord Jesus, all the kids could be like them, I would be okay. But they was the rebel, that like the carbon copy of me, and I, baby, don't do it. Don't do it. But I told him, man, I said, I'll take you out. Before I let you harm yourself or do anything like that, I'll start to go, do not do it to yourself. But God is good, God is great. I come from a old-fashioned background. So I have the modern, I try to mix with the old, but I stick more to the old because this I get my respect. Back in our days, the village raised us.
Yeah.
Today, you touch somebody's kid, they be like, it's a big fight and this and that. But I let people know in a minute, your kid be with me, they gonna get plenty of love. They gonna get whooped, but ain't gonna get like no abuse. Cause I believe in don't touch my windows, my electricity, my stove, my oven, whatever it is. But if you do, and it's gonna be pow pow. So if you feel that you can't take it, then take your child. Cause I'm raising them the right way. Okay, I go back a long way from how my mother raised us, and I still keep it up to this day. And God is good that my family, we're not perfect because we dysfunctional like a motherfucker, but we love each other and everybody was raised this way. Now how the kids go astray, okay, that's when they get older. But when you growing up with me, listen.
You know, and talking about that, Mama, and thank you for that statement. Because I'm a mom too, and my son is 26, so I get it, right? And we're young moms, and we're trying to do what we do, and then we have our relationship. Okay, and we have our relationships, right? And we're like you said, the family and people getting involved, and how you create a balance. So
yes,
what happens, you know, after the age of 50 when you're seeking love? Beyonce, can you record this part too? No, Beyonce, you really need to record this part. Come closer. Because, so first off, let me start by saying thank you to Oak Street Health, because we are in Oak Street. And Oak Street, yeah. All right, thank you for that, Akon. Oak Street Health is a primary care doctor that specializes in providing quality health for individuals over the age of 65. So it's not just seeing your doctor, your medical doctor, right? It's everything that has to do with life, right? So we have behavior specialists, we have our OEs, we have our PMs, and we work together as one to try to help individuals over the age of 65 or those who have disabilities live the best normal life.
Yes.
And part of living normal and part of, you know, living your day to day is having, again, your mind, body, and soul all together.
Yes.
And you can find love at any age.
At any age.
So
yeah.
with this
any age.
Any age, right?
You'd be surprised. Old, 80, whatever, you know.
So what would you recommend for our patients that, you know, are over the age of 60? Because to me, 60 is young, 65 is young. To me, the only thing that's old is clothes. And it's old to you, but if you give it to me, you give me these fly boots, which I got my eye on, they're new to me, right? They're new to me. So how do we transform that? Like, how can Oak Street help patients live not just a fruitful life when it comes to health, but a loving life at over 60? Because that's young. But some of our patients don't think that. They think that, you know, is end all be all is over for them, even when they have conditions.
I'm getting ready to turn 65. I wish a
God
nigga would
bless.
tell me it's over with. I am seeing somebody that's way younger than me. So I don't care what anybody say. You know, love is love. You understand me? So because you're in your 60s or in your 50s, no, it's not over. This is when it just began. That's how I look about it. Because now you know all the stuff that you went through later on, like early part of life. Now this is when you know how to master this bitch. And if you don't know how to master it, you can't get it all down pat, but you got it damn near there. So if you can't actually go out there and enjoy yourself and learn love or appreciate love, and you see that it's wrong, you know that's wrong, and you can't walk away and say, okay, never mind. Okay, next, you know. Come on now.
They gotta leave the hurt behind.
Yes, that's what I
Because
said.
they bring in the hurt. Women and men are bringing this hurt from not even relationships, from the home. If they're scarred from no love from the home, they're transferring that into the relationship.
And you have to understand, you can't bring hurt in a relationship.
But some of our, you know,
And it's sad.
It's so sad. Some of our patients, though, it's a lot to do. It has a lot to do with, you know, quality care. You know, how to live your life, how to go back out there and go on the dating scene,
Yeah.
because that's also challenging, and that's why, you know, Oak Street Health has provided 25 copies to our seniors to say, this is how it's done. These are the signs. These are the signs, but this is what we're gonna do over. So we are pressed for
And
time.
when you see that sign, then you know what to say.
I'm
peace
gonna move
out.
on. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna move
Or
on.
you can say, hey, guess what? Here go my bag. Stop the stepping, buddy.
So, you know, because we're pressed for time, we're gonna ask some people to, you know, if you have a question or two. What time is it now? Somebody, please. 4:09.
14.
So we got a little bit of time for some questions, and then, you know, I know everybody wants to get their copy and get their pictures with mom and all that
Like I
good
said,
stuff.
but I like what she said,
I
because
love it.
everybody have to understand, please, not only because of relationship, but any type of hurt. Just don't bring it, you know, because I had a friend of mine that said, she said, oh my God, she says, I love him so much, and we really love each other, but he's just so hurt about his father, what his father did. So how y'all gonna move on, and every time you turn around, he's talking about the father or something going, oh my God, my father never did that, I want my father, oh my God, Jesus.
Healing,
You're not ready.
right?
Yeah.
You
you're
gotta
not- you're not
heal.
ready. No.
Well, you know what?
I've been there.
Yeah.
Some
Healing,
people don't heal.
it's healing happens different for everybody. It's a
Yes.
healing process, and you know, and the process is not easy for everybody.
Not
But
easy.
we could use work as a defense mechanism.
That's
to
what
keep
I use.
pushing. Me
I'm
too.
gonna be honest with y'all. No matter what it is, if I'm hurt with it, or one of my kids' house, I'm doing something.
Yes.
I'm getting it off my mind. I'm letting it subside so that this way by day 3, I'm like, okay. Me and my son get a big argument, and
That's right.
somewhere along the line, you're gonna call to apologize. Because if I go pew, that means I might go to your house pew, and then it's a bad day. So I like it where I just do things to keep it off my mind, my heart. Because your heart, it hurts.
Yeah, and some people take things differently. Yes, Mr. Curtis, we're gonna take 2 more questions. Yes, on statements.
Okay. Well, I have a question. I'm Henry Curtis Ofori, and I'm a professor over at Medgar Evers College. So my question to you is straight. It's straight. What advice would you have for me? Every relationship I've been in, except for one, I've been cheated on. Right. And that one where I wasn't cheated on, I messed up because I didn't see what was in front of me for years. Right, but every other relationship I've been cheated on, and my very first relationship was with somebody that I was friends with for 4 years before the relationship. So what advice would you have for me?
I love that.
It's an easy prayer. What do you do to make them feel like they can go and cheat? Or is your package short? What's going on?
I've always laid it down. There's never been nothing like
So I'm talking about, but then it's their fault then. I mean, so much their fault, but every woman.
I cook, I clean, I take care of everything. Like you, and I will take care of you. That's my thing, because that's who I am as a person, as a man. My thing is, I let people know from the jump. Yo, there's certain things that are unacceptable to me. Ain't nobody coming and knocking on my door. Ain't nobody calling me. I ain't catching you in the street with no nigga. I am not, and it was like, you ain't putting your hands on me because I ain't putting my hands on you. You know, I respect you. I give you my time. I'll give you my love. Don't fuck around.
Maybe you just have a straight throat.
Right, you just, I
Women
was
don't
saying,
like
you just got
nice straight guys. They like
God
thugs.
And that's the thing. I will be honest with you. I used to, when I was very young, I was in Rikers. I was in Rikers when I was young. I was a thug. I was that way. I changed my life. Somebody, thank God, somebody came into my life and gave me a direction. I followed that path. Okay?
We're gonna take one more question, guys. I'm so sorry.
I just want to tell him something.
Yeah.
Do right out with somebody, because if not, your spirit is very good. I probably would say, let me give you a chance, because your spirit is really good. I don't understand.
Hey, I ain't gonna front. I love older women.
All right now, Mr. Curtis. So we're gonna take one more question. I'm sorry, then we're gonna just, wrap it up a little bit. Yes, so 2 more, and then we're gonna close out. I know we gotta get pictures in and stuff, and we really have to just honor the time we have here. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, Oak Street Health. Yes. I work here at Oak Street as well. I have both my friends, I would like to say friends, not just colleagues with me. Miss Shalene, who's to my left. Yeah, and then we have Michael, who's on my right. And what we do here at Oak Street, again, is just providing quality care. We believe that, you deserve the very best,
Yes.
At any age, but we specialize with individuals who are over 65. And so knowing Mama Jones for the amount of time that I know her and loving her, I said, what better person to bring here to Oak Street than her, where she's a living testimony that at any age, and I can attest to that too, that you could live a fruitful life.
Yes.
And it starts with your mind, your body, and your soul.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
First you, before you gonna love anybody, please. Then your friends, then, well, I don't know what happened with you.
Yeah, well, we gonna talk
I will
after.
get to you after
So we want to promote the fact that we're here. We have several locations. We are in the Brownsville location. We have East New York. We have Queens. We're everywhere. We're in Harlem. So, this is a place where you want your family to be. This is a place where you want to promote the goodness, and we have it here. And I want to thank Mama Jones and you guys for being here and being patient with us. This is just a great environment, because it shows so many different people, different ages in one room. So I'm gonna take Yasmin, and then we'll take one more. And
No, she
then,
just wanted to say she's
Oh,
a
I just
patient
wanted
here.
to say that I come to Oak Street. I am a patient here.
testimony.
I've been here now for like a year, and the people here are so nice, and the doctors, they're beautiful. They explain everything to you nicely, and they pick you up and take you back home. And I live right down the block, but they still pick me up and take me back home.
Well, you have.
How you doing, Mama?
I want to say thank
How are
you. Thank you.
My name is Yasmin. Earlier you were stating that, I didn't read your book yet, but I can't wait to read
I
it.
can't wait to read
But
it.
earlier you were stating that before you get into anything or any relationship or anything like that, you have to heal first, right?
Yes.
So, in the process of healing, and people are not allowing you to heal, or you're constantly being confronted and stuff like that, what is your advice on in the healing process? Do you just disappear to heal, or because people are not allowing you?
Oh, no, wait a minute. When you say allowing, are you talking about the person you're seeing, or
No, just in general.
or just in general?
You tell a person I'm not ready for this, I just want to heal, this is not what I really
then
want.
you know what they
And
need.
they just constantly, just keep going and going and going. Do you just disappear, or
No, tell them to sit down. Tell them go find yourself a seat and go sit the hell down. Sit down. Just give you a moment. Let me catch myself to do what I'm doing. Don't get caught up in my fire. Let me go and heal. I only can give you little advice of what I would do. So I'm not saying for you to but I would tell that person, sit down. Many times I tell people, when they in my way, sit down. Take a seat. Let me do this. Let me make this conversation move. You sit down, And that's what you need to do. Because there's nothing else you can tell a person, especially when they're in your way. Sit down. Let me do it. Check. That's it.
My brother back here, you had a question?
Yes.
Okay, last but not least, the last shall be first.
Yes. My name is Malak. Malak. You can find me on Instagram, Too Rich. Malak Too Rich. Abraham Yasharala. All right. So my question here is, women when they cycle now, everything's good during the first half of the month, but when that cycle comes, and then that's when that every little thing that I say, I'm not being too passionate or not too sensitive towards, you didn't want pickles on your burger, So then now I'm like, now it sounds like you just beating up on me. All right, I'm trying to be cool with you, let you know, look. All right, go ahead and go chill for a little bit. What you mean go chill for a little bit? So what should I do? Should I come comfort you, hit you with some gifts, give you some chocolate, or dip off? Like I said, I'm going to dip off and give you some space.
That's a great question. That's a big and a very funny between the cycle and between the menopause and administration. They're touchy situations because I've been there with the administration. I've been there with the menopause. Everybody is a little different. Me per se, when I had mine, it was like, oh, okay, I was happy-go-lucky. Some women are not like that. Some people are very evil, or some people, stand up, or some people go to themselves. You just gotta go with the flow.
That's what I'm doing right now, go with the flow.
Yeah, go with the flow. Watch
I can't say anything because it comes backfire to me. I can't say, I love you because you're great. Because I ain't great, I'm not perfect. But then I say, all right, now you're being evil. Oh, did you just call me evil? You know what I'm saying? Yes, you behaving, in a demonic way.
I was waiting for this question.
My sister know me. She know me for years. I'm gonna come straight. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I'm gonna respect you. I'm gonna give you all that. So I'm telling you, yes, you're being evil towards me. You know what I mean? Now you beating me with words. I ain't deserve this, but I ain't pouring no drink on top of your head. So look, I'm just gonna walk off and just go get some breakfast. Why you walking away from the relationship? Now I'm like, hey. Yeah, so what do you, other men go through this too.
Yeah, yes,
and
they do.
And a lot of men give you, like, hey, look, you get the booze, I'm out of here. I ain't gonna do with this. I got 50 other women on the side that's waiting for you.
And the 50 other women might have similar that too.
I'm smarter than that.
But you got to try. I would want to say just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Baby, go on you. I love, because he just straight up and straight out, because what he's saying is so true.
Straight lost me on the M-word.
That is so true.
Well, Mama gave you some advice.
You get on money, you out of their way.
Mama gave you some advice.
That's right. Go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Go with the flow, because everybody has
If she
it.
said, babe, could you please give me some chocolate? I got you.
Yeah.
Maybe have chocolate in your pocket already. Whatever. But I'm just saying, just go with the flow, because that's a very touchy situation there with the, yes?
I want to say something. I believe in that situation where a woman is on, her cycle, whatever like that. That's the most time when you have to cater to them.
Yes, that's
you
what
have
you
to
said.
consider her
I said,
from a mother's
go with
point
the
of view,
flow.
a aunt's point of view, a
she
sister's
asked,
point of view. You have to be most hospitable
Yes.
to them, most
Very-
catering,
Baby,
most
you don't
sincere,
get chop your head
most loving, most attention.
It's like Mama said, some of them still gonna curse you out.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you're doing all them things.
And like you said, you gotta go with the flow.
Yeah.
You can't give up.
You gotta go with the flow.
Well, that was good.
That's my thing about it.
Yeah.
Because I can't touch that situation.
Look,
I don't want whoever is come looking for me. But just go with the flow. Go. She say, hey babe, I want some chocolate, babe. Could you massage my back? Because it is so irritable. Your whole body, inside, everything, just you shit. You want to just take your body and hang it up for a minute. That's how bad it gets sometimes, so.
can I hang this up for a minute? Well, I want to say, I agree with Mama. Like, I've had my moments where I would be like, I want out this body, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I would say, you know, to my brothers in the back, I love that how you complimented each other. Yeah, you were thorough. You said what was the issue, and my brother gave you a solution on top of what Mama Jones
love
said,
that.
right?
I love
So we thank you for that. It's all about, you know, contributing, right? And also the menopause. That's a
The
whole.
menopause is a
That's
baby.
a whole different topic.
I
right,
would tell you
Mama?
one foot. I would tell you one.
And you know what?
Well, you find very few that's pretty much cool. I had to actually learn and master it.
Yeah.
Cause that menopause, I have thrown everybody out the house. Okay, cause some people can get it mild, and some people just get maybe the hot flashes and everything. Girl, I had to beg God, please don't let me
And
go
you know
crazy.
what?
Cause some people go
Yeah.
crazy behind it.
I've seen it happen.
What?
I've seen it happen.
I threw the kids out. And the dog and the cat with them.
You heard that? And the dog and the cat.
And the dog.
Everybody go.
Everybody
That's
go.
something else we're going to talk about here at Oak Street. We're going to have Mama
Yes.
come back to specifically
But God is
talk
good.
about
I
that. So before we get up to take the pictures and sign the book, I just, you know, want Mama to say something quick about Oak Street, and then I'll chime in, and then we'll head over to the back. We should sign the books. Maybe we could do what you think. Do it right here, because the light is good, and the books are already here. So Mama, before we close out, thank you for coming to Oak Street. You are a blessing to all of us, and I thank you so much for being here. What could you say to our seniors who come in, and what's your advice
Give me a
specifically
job
to
here
them?
and I help you out. Give me a job here. I'm a lady with many hats.
She's a lady with many hats.
That's right. Give me a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday. I'll be all good. But I love this whole thing about the Oak Street, about they're aware about people's sickness, their body, their heart, their feelings. And I love that, you know, because not too many places can you go in. You go to the doctor, he's just gonna only deal with you, whatever it is. But here, from what you telling me, from what I see, it's all in one. It's about mental, feelings, sickness, everything, love life, and that's great. You know what I'm saying?
That's my goal. That's my goal here at Oak Street. So I started here at Oak Street about a month and a half ago, and part of my goal is to emphasize that and bring in new creative ways of really tapping into our seniors and having these discussions. It shouldn't be something that we do behind closed doors or in the curtains, or you're a certain age, you shouldn't say this. No, these are things that are happening to us at any age, and there's love at any age, and that's why it's so important as a person advocating for our seniors and a person who works here to really say we need to change the way we do things in our community.
And y'all should have this like once or twice out of, I would say twice, you know, just to keep it up and balanced. But something like this is really nice.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
see
you
it.
for being the first to come.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So we are gonna close out now. It's been a pleasure, Mama Jones and I. We're gonna hit up a lot of spots.
Yes.
Yeah, we got
Yes,
a lot
we
of
will.
work to do. She's a woman again that wears many hats. She has a lot of products. You know.
Oh, but you gotta let them know too. Besides the products, you're gonna laugh now. You're gonna have to definitely tune in, because next year, you know, hopefully by February it'll be done. You know, I'll be ready to go. But we'll be doing Judge Mama Jones Street Justice.
Yes.
And I'm just here. I'd rather do it from the streets, because a lot of these judges are not fair. Yes, I'm saying it. So we're gonna do it the street way, and then guess what? They'll come back to you, or either I'll come with them. So it doesn't make a difference. I like it, and especially I want to do nothing but like the internet, the ones that go viral, because nobody really touches the internet one, and I think it's only fair. But when you'll see, baby, the stuff that I did, girl, I even solved 2 cases.
She sure did, and you guys have to
open the
stay
cases
tuned.
back up.
That's right. When I tell you, Mama is working on some major projects, and I'm happy to be here and you know, work with her through a lot of it. We have Dee, we have Akinelli, we have Christopher, we have so many people here that put their time to say, you know, we believe in these projects, and I believe in Mama Jones Street Justice, and I'll be watching it. And so yeah, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. If you're on live, It's recorded as well. Thank you for those who are sharing
Come
it.
to me if you got a problem now. I handle all my cases in the Brooklyn courtroom.
It's serious out here. So thank you so much, guys. We are gonna close out. We're gonna get these books signed, and happy holidays. You know, for what if you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you believe in, we wish
Chinese
you,
style,
Chinese,
Russian style,
whichever style you go. We want you to be happy and healthy. Life is too short, and you know, we have to thank God for every bit of it that we get and the moments that we share, and just when we wake up in the morning, saying thank you, because we are given another day. And I think
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. And we get too caught up in, okay, I gotta wake up in the morning, I gotta go to work, I gotta get this done. But do we really just say for a moment, for a second, you know, God, thank you. And you know, in the Bible, and this is universal because it speaks, the same sermon is in the Quran and others, but in Joshua 5, you know, it says in the Bible, your enemies they will meet you at the gate. But it's what you do. Do you believe in me? Do you have faith in me? So I want to say to everybody in the audience and those who are watching, whatever it is that you are birthing, and it doesn't have to be a child, it could be an idea. Like, you know, this came from a birth. Her book came from her birth. Her show, us being here, whatever it is that you're birthing, when that is revealed, when that is here in the world, I wish that is nothing but greatness for you, and that you manifest everything you want and more.
You gotta go online because I got the Punkash, Pussy Makes Money.
2024.
That's right. I have Papa Touche, the man bring the bread home. But you know, I have all kinds of things. You're probably damn crazy. I got Sakati. When Pussy called me Sakati, I got the t-shirt. That's what I got liquor back there that's called Sakati. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. My son thinks I'm nuts. I said, no, I'm not nuts. He said, Mommy, but you gotta sit down. I said, no, not until something pop up. And my best thing that I love the most, like she said, when you're birthing, and anything I birth, is you best believe I used it, deal with it, or dealt with it. You know, but the perfume for Punkash, baby.
I had a bottle. I finished my bottle.
Look what I'm doing.
I need some more too. It's Christmas.
Yeah, you finished yours. Thank you so
got
much, guys. We have it all. Follow Mama Jones. If you're not, I'm sure everybody already is. And her products are amazing. And she's amazing. Thank you, Mama. I love you. Thank you for being
I
with
thank you for you.
I love you.
That was really nice.
Thank you.
It's really nice that you did all this. I love how the people still came out. And they waited, and I thank you. Like I said, please excuse me. I apologize, definitely. But once y'all get to know me, you'll be like, oh, okay, she's coming. But
She's a woman of her word.
Yes, I come. And trust me, when I come with goodies.
Yay.
Always. I love sharing, you know, and doing what I'm doing, because I'm trying to make sure I do it on my own, because once it goes in stores, it's a whole different bracket.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Peace
Thank
and
you.
blessings. All right. All right, let's get